this is Heather from HeatherBCo. I wanted to show you how I do a printable kit. I've had several questions about how I only print bits and pieces of the printable kits that I want and that I like. So I thought that I would go over that today. So I did buy a kit from PaperCrown Planner, and she's one of my favorites. It does look like she has a new format, so we might have to kind of go through that a little bit since it's a new format to me. I am using the Silhouette Studio software. I do have the Business Edition software. I'm not sure what edition this is or what version that I'm using right now. I know that I had upgraded and I had to go back down because I was having trouble, so I'm not 100% sure. So things may look a little bit different on yours, but I will try to explain the different things that I'm doing as I go through them. Okay, so I bought the kit and I have put every page that is available of the kit in the program so we can kind of go through them. So you get page 1, but you get page 1 with the blonde, brunette, dark skin, red hair. And then you get page 2, you get 2 page 3s because there's a difference in the headers, page 4, page 5, and page 6. Okay, so page 1, you have 4 different choices. So here's the blonde, you have the brunette, you have the darker skin with the brunette, and then you have the red hair. So normally I choose the blonde. I am a blonde, but I don't always choose the blonde. It just kind of depends on which girl I like better. But for this particular one, I am going to choose the blonde. So let's go ahead and close out the brunette, the dark skin, and the redhead. Okay, so for this particular page, I like everything on here except I don't use any of this right here. So the easiest way for me to do this is, I need to slow down. I click on the eraser tool and I kind of just go through this and erase this because I will probably fill it in with something else. And you just kind of have to be careful to make sure that you don't erase more than you want to. There we go. Got all those red cut lines. Let me go over the cut lines real quick. Let me get back to my... Okay, so the green cut line you see right here is going to cut the page out as a whole. The red cut lines are the cut lines that cut out the individual stickers on the page. So sometimes I will get rid of these cut lines, the green ones, because I just cut them with my paper cutter once I'm done with everything. But sometimes I'll leave them as well. Okay, so I do have a little bit of empty space right here on page 1 that I can fill in some things that I would like to add. Either just put right here that I don't have room for on another page. Okay, so page 1 we're just going to leave for right now. Page 2 is absolute perfection if I'm being honest. So it's got all your boxes. You've got half boxes, third boxes, quarter boxes, date covers, date dots, and your bottom washi. It's got these little arrows right here, which I probably won't use, but they're so small I'm not concerned about erasing those. So I'm just going to leave this whole page 2 exactly how it is because I'm going to print and cut it exactly like this. Okay, page 3. So this is where we're going to start doing some cutting and pasting. So you have 2 different options of page 3. This is the glitter header option, and you will see that this is the glitter header right here. When I click on page 3, script headers, the only thing that changes is actually these. So there are scripts instead of the glitter headers, which I prefer the glitter headers. So I'm just going to close this sheet out. Let's go back to page 3. Okay, this whole top section right here, I am not going to use. I'm not even going to print it. I don't like these icons up here and all of this right here. I have so many icons that are foiled and prettier in my opinion. So I'm not going to use any of this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the knife tool right here and I'm going to just slice across the whole entire page. And you can see the little white line right here, but I'm going to select this whole top page, and then I'm going to hit delete and get rid of it. I don't need it. I don't want it, so it's gone. Okay, so now all I have left is my glitter headers, a couple of little fancy boxes with bows, habit trackers, bill due, some work scripts, and things like that. Okay, so page 4 is kind of the same thing. I don't need all of this, so I'm going to go ahead. The first thing I do, just to make it easier to work on everything, is to just slice the 2 pages in half so that I can work on one and then work on the other. So I'm going to select this one and I'm going to move it off to the side just so I can kind of work on it. Now, for my purposes, I like to have 2 of these boxes. And if you remember on page 1, there is 1, but I like to have 2. So I'm going to cut and paste this whole page up just a little bit. It can get kind of tedious. Let me kind of move over here a little bit so that I have a little bit more space before I start working on this. So really, all I need is this box right here. But as you can see, it's grouped. So this is the bottom layer, then you have the cut lines and your green cut line. So anytime you move things like this, if you just hit this undo button up here, it'll bring you back exactly to where you need to be. So now my cut lines are perfectly even. The green cut line, I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And all you do is select and hit delete. I am working on a Mac just in case you are wondering. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the knife tool. Actually, it might be easier to take the eraser tool and let's see. I'm going to erase this top part. And the way I do it is if you just go across, and you can't do this with the knife, but sometimes I have trouble with the knife. It doesn't matter if everything is even or not, but go all the way to the edge, kind of like showing you different ways you can do things. So this whole part, I'm just going to delete. And then I think I'm going to print another one of these full boxes and the Monday through Sunday box. So let me go here with the knife. And again, you can choose to use the knife or the erase tool. I'm going to go ahead and erase this. That's done. And then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of all this excess. I need to go back. Here we go. I'm going to get rid of all this excess white. So I'm going to copy this because this is all I need. And I'm going to go back to page 1, paste. I'm actually going to group this. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick this right here where those other items were that I was not using. And it does look like I need to, you see, I'm already screwing up. So if you hit that back button, you can go back to where you were. Here we go. All right, so let's erase this bottom stuff a little bit more so that I can keep that green cut line. After you erase stuff, I suggest you regroup it. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back here and perfect. So now that space is filled up with items that I will use. And what I'm going to do, oops, sorry, I'm hitting the wrong thing. I'm just going to go ahead and group this whole entire page together because I am finished with this page. So now I have page 1 ready, page 2 ready. Page 3, I do want to print all of this. And I have this, and I still have 2 more pages to go. So this I can go ahead and delete. On this part of page 4, these little squares are new, and I get the hole to put them the whole idea to put them on the headers, but I'm not going to do that. If I'm going to use icons like that, I'm going to use foiled icons. So really all I want is the littles. So I'm going to take my knife tool and just kind of cut across the whole page. And this whole bottom part is going to be deleted. All of these deleted. And again, this is, it's going to be trial and error. And until you start getting used to it, I'm going to go ahead and just erase this bottom part. It's just you getting familiar with using the different tools that you have in the program. And so actually, I'm going to go ahead and just erase all of this because really all I want is the littles. I keep calling them headers, but they are littles. Okay. So now this is independent of itself. I'm going to group it. And you can see once I move it off the page, I do have some excess white. Just get rid of that and get rid of that. Regroup. And then I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it on this page. So that I'm building another page of items that I will use. So page 4 is pretty much done. So we're not going to save that. Page 5 has a lot of, I definitely don't use any of these. Some of these are okay. They're not my favorite, but I may print some of these depending on how much room I have. This page I'm not printing at all. I don't want anything on this page. Let me see what's on page 6. So on page 6, they have a lot of deco. It's really pretty. I don't use a ton of deco. I don't care for the weekend banner. Again, I would rather use foil, but I do like these fancy labels, these square boxes, and these flags. So I'm going to go ahead, once again, cut my page in half so it's easier to work with. We're going to go here. And I definitely don't want these scripts. So I'm going to go ahead and erase that. And then even what you can do is just like erase all the way that you want around. And then just hit all of this and hit your delete key and you're good to go. These boxes right here, I'm not going to use. So I'm just going to cut those off. Again, delete. I am going to clean this up just a little bit. You don't have to clean all this up. It just makes it a little easier if you're trying to fit it in on other pages, without all the excess white. And you don't realize you have all that excess white until you turn it off, you pull it off of the actual page. And get rid of this. So I think I want to use this on that excess space that I have on page 5. I'm sorry, on page 3. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right here. And you want to make sure, so see I have a little bit of excess down here. You want to make sure you don't put it too close to the headers or it will cover up your cut lines. So I'm going to go ahead and just put that right there. And that will give me a couple of other options for some decorative items whenever I am actually working on my spread. So I think that is it on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out because I don't want anything else. And actually nothing on here is really speaking to me. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out as well. Don't save. So now I have my 3 pages that equals 6 pages, a 6-page kit. So I have all my full boxes. I've got a couple extra full boxes here, some cut washi. I've got 2 checklists, 2 Monday through Sunday boxes. I've got my box of, my page of boxes, bottom washi date covers, and then right here, decorative elements, some littles, some headers, a couple more boxes, and some functional stuff right here. So this is going to be my kit. So I'm going to go ahead and print and cut this, and then I will show you what it looks like once I have everything print and cut, and I'll show you what my sheets look like. Okay, so it's been a couple of days since I filmed actually on the computer, me going through everything, how I cut and paste. So this is my printed kit. So I don't have it organized at all. Okay, so here's my page with all my full boxes. Here's that second page, the page with all the boxes. These are pages that I did not do anything to. Glitter headers. Now, let's see. I think I did. Okay, so this one, I did get rid of the, it was a bunch of checklists right here, and I added these so you can see that they cut out perfect. So everything is perfect on this. And then this page, so I didn't cut it out all the way, or I'm sorry, I didn't have the cut lines to cut the sheet out. So this is what it looks like after it cut out that bottom sheet. So at this point, all I do, I take my paper cutter and I'm just gonna cut off the excess that I don't need. Now this page may be a little bit different size than the other pages just because they are all pretty unique to the page size that the kit maker set forth in her kits. But that doesn't, I don't need it to all be the exact same size for the way that I store everything. So now I have this last page that had all these extra goodies that I wanted. So now I have my full kit, complete, cut, printed, and ready to use. So if you have any questions about how I do this, like I said, the way I do it, it may not be the quickest, easiest way, but it works for me. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, and I'll answer them the best that I can. I hope you enjoyed seeing how I can kind of cut and paste and get rid of things that I don't use in these printable kits that come with an excess amount of stickers. There's no point on printing 10 full sheets of stickers if you're not going to use all that. So again, if you have any questions, comment below. I'll do my best to answer them, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!